What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, and today we're bringing you another real versus fake comparison. This time it is the Air Jordan 1 Black Toe that released over the weekend and pretty much sold out everywhere. Now, before we jump into the video, this is for educational purposes only. So what I like to do is say, guess which pair is real and fake. This one should be easy. I wasn't too happy with where I purchased it from because of how they shipped, but I'll still do it for you guys. But if you like, pause the video, or I'll give you guys a second to guess. So if you're done, should be easy. Pair on the right, that is the fake. Pair on the left, that is the authentic. Now, if you like these kind of videos, hit the like button. It goes a long way. Greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. There's going to be a lot more to come, and hope you guys enjoy this one. A few things to look out for, but I don't want to put a huge amount of emphasis on because it'll make sense in a second, is the lacing style. For some odd reason, the fake factories love to lace them this way. Now, I don't want to put a lot of emphasis on it because you could easily unlace it like I did in the beginning of the video, but for some reason, they just like to, same kind of like the factory, but then they come up through here. Also, they come with this cardboard insert that will not come with the 2016 release. So if these two things, if they're included, definitely raise your eyebrows. I don't want to say it's fake because somebody could easily put this in the box and lace it that way, but at the same time, you can also unlace it and remove it. But something to look out for. From just this angle right here, you can actually see that the toe box is a little bit more of a yellowish on the fakes versus more of a, I guess you could say, a true white on the real pair, as well as the fakes. You will see peaks. Here is one right there, and there are throughout as well, but kind of like your best place to see it is the toe, just because the black hits the white. Another thing is, now this isn't obviously a tell-all, do-all, but the perforations on the toe box, definitely not cut all the way through. Kind of like a sloppy job. So I don't want to say, oh yeah, that's because they're fake. It's just really because kind of sloppy, basically a sloppy quick job. Also, what I have noticed is that the bottom lace will actually sit a lot lower where these two stitching is. Kind of some of this stuff might be repetitive from the band bread video because it's kind of how it was. You can see that here is the bottom lace, how it sits, and then the top two stitching, and then you can see how this sits, a lot less of a gap. It almost overlays it from a certain angle. Yes, it does look like it overlays, but there's actually a lot shorter of a gap. This might actually be a bit difficult to pick up, but right here, obviously you can see the kind of, it's sloppy. It's not really the same size. It just goes up and down where the red meets the white, but the actual texture used on the white part of this toe cap is different from the authentic. So might be able to see that right there. And that is the real pair. Might be able, should be able to see it kind of side by side. Should be able to. A little bit difficult, but you could also see too how clean the outsole is, where it's red and it meets the toe versus a fake and real. So I did switch out the other fake shoe for the one that's already unlaced. Still the same deal. Everything is pretty much the same so far that I've said, or it is the same. I just wanted to keep one unlaced and it shows the tongue better, whereas I keep one laced up because in the future I might have kind of have something going on with that, but we'll bring you closer to the tongue. So you could see the Nike Air on the authentic. The air hits this stitch line. I guess it would be if you're counting the top, it'd be the second one. If you're counting this, it'd be the first. And you can see how it kind of just tucks in there. Now here goes the fakes. You could see the amount of space in between the two. Notice the stitching on the inside of the tongue. Now you'll see the space between the stitching and this, I guess you could say, excess material. So it doesn't really fray up. There's not a huge gap, so it just kind of sits there nicely. See if I can bring you in a bit closer on that. Now here is the fake pair. So there's a bit of a more stitching, like our leftover material, so it kind of sticks up in areas. You can see it best in the corners, so it's not flush. Again, you're going to have your excess stitching as well. The obviously you can't see this, but the tongue on the authentic pair, which was the first pair I showed, is a lot denser than the fakes. There's no way I can really show you that. This is something you have to fill. So, I just wanted to throw that out there. In this part of the video, I got to give big thanks to Fake Education because he actually pointed this out. This is a very, 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 what I would like to call petty detail, but it's a huge detail because the fake factories, or the fake producers, whatever you want to call them, they always get this wrong. So as you can see, here's the authentic, and the R and the D, they barely connect, but they do connect at the very bottom. Take note of the trademark 2 sign. Now here is the fake pair. Now you should notice that the R and the D do not connect. The trademark is a bit, I wouldn't say as dense on the authentic pair. It's a little bit more, for lack of a better term, skinnier and a little smaller. So if you're wondering why the TM is faced, one's pointing down, one's pointing up, it's because one is the left shoe, one is the right shoe, and it's supposed to be that way. But each, in its own respect, point the correct way. Notice this clean overlay where it's red. It's nice and clean. You see that? Now here goes the fakes. Very rough. It actually frays out. It's not like tucked in. It doesn't meet seamless with the swoosh. It just pretty much sticks out. So it looks pretty bad. Also, a lot of indents. The stitching is just totally off on the, I guess, white base that connects, or I should say stitched over. You'll also notice the leather quality up top around the collar. So this red, it's a full grain, very soft, plush, somewhat, it is, I wouldn't say it's smooth, but it has some grains in it. But from probably this view, it looks smooth. So the fake pair is actually almost a damn near tumbled leather around the collar. I'm not sure if they just decided, oh, well, maybe it's going to be just like the band. So they started to create them, band/bread, and that's what we got for the finished product. On the right, we have the fake pair. The left, we have the real. A few things right off the bat, you'll notice there are peaks on the fake. There's one up here, one down here. Now, the authentic will have somewhat of an hourglass shape. That's the best way I can describe it. Where this one just looks like it's fat. Basically, somebody ate way too much over holiday season, and this is the outcome. So here's the start, here's the outcome. Just think of it like that. Also, the midsole is a bit more boxy on the fake. It's just not like a clean oval, circular. You could tell, like, maybe, hopefully it'll pick up in the video, but it kind of has like almost it was a box and they shaved it down. They didn't complete the full job. And you can also see imperfections as well. The stitch pattern up top. So on the fakes, you could see on the right, of course, it's a lot more, it's not as clean as the authentic pair. So there is the fake, and here is the real on the left. That might be able to tell. I'm going to cut the video one right now and zoom in on that so you could see. Here is a close-up of the stitch pattern. Now, I didn't want to just stop the video or zoom in. It's just a bad look, to be honest. One thing I did want to make notice on the authentic pair, on the medial side, this overlay, it won't be as clean as the lateral side. So in that case, comparing to the fakes, it is different, but you could definitely see the stitch pattern is different on the overlay. Another thing is, which you won't be able to pick up in the video, is that the panels are a lot thinner than the authentic, so almost to be like they're gonna fall apart on you. Just wanted to show you really quick, the texture of the midsole is a bit different, a little bit more defined on the authentic versus the fake pair. You could probably see it best from this angle. Again, we're on the medial side of the shoe. I want to apologize to you guys because I have it off the tripod right now, so it might not be as stable as I like it to. I'll try to edit it in Final Cut Pro to make it more stable. But yeah, this damn tripod can't hold the weight of this camera. But bringing you closer, notice on the inside of the authentic, this stitch line, it's white, although it does have a hit of black just at top right here. Bring you in closer. So this is the authentic. Now we'll bring you to the fake. So on the fake pair, it's black coming down. So that's a good way to tell as well. Another thing is, so this is a bit weird to me. So one of the Authentics shoes will have 2 holes in the footbed. You can see them right there. We got 1 and 2. Now the other one only has 1. So the fake pair each has 1. And I did remove the tape and it did not show anything else. So both just have that 1 hole. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe somebody knows in the comments section why one authentic has 1 has 2. Not really sure. Another thing is that the stitch pattern, again, isn't quite the same. Let me get these 2 lights back on really quick. Might make it a little better. Okay, so the stitch patterns on the footbed aren't quite the same. It's a little bit, I guess I would say a little bit wider. Slightly wider on the authentic. We got the fake, though, right here. Here's the authentic. It would be very hard to tell. It probably is hard to tell. Another thing is, let me get you up close on the size tag. So I don't put a lot of emphasis on size tag because it is possible that they were produced at different times. So we have on the fake pair 05, 6, 11, 16 through, I believe this says 06, 22, 16. Maybe you guys can see that a little bit better than me. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. All right. So here is the authentic pair. So it looks like we have 05, 25, 16, 07, 14, 16. Since I got you right in this angle, I want you to check out this lace bag. So take note of the size. Everything good on that. Now here's what comes with the fakes. So you can see that there's a huge size difference. They come always unravel like that. They never come attached. It's huge. Something, a lot of people just look over, they see a shoe and they think, oh. But anyways, you can even see the shading's a bit off too. So a slightly bit brighter red on the authentic versus the fake. I think you can see it best in this angle, but up front we have the real pair. The stars are a little bit smaller on the authentic versus bigger on the fakes, which I believe was the reverse on the band, which is a bit weird. You also might be able to tell the shading of the two. It's a little bit off in this actual texture type, in where it says Nike Air. It's a little bit more profound, I would say. Got you back off the tripod. Apologize once again. Very easy to tell. They put the fake pair is obviously the Nike Air with the blue. Yes, that is blue. And the authentic pair has black Nike Air. No trademark symbols. Here's the authentic up close. The fake pair. You can actually see that it's so white that it almost looks blue. It actually kind of bleeds through the bottom of the shoe, or the bottom of the insole. And then, like I always say, check the insole, because here's the authentic. You see that glue pattern used. As far as the box label goes, to be honest, there is no difference whatsoever. They are identical. But inside the box, there are a few differences. So the authentic pair has more of a, I guess, rich, I would say, cardboard or paper, whatever you want to call that. And then the fake pair, it's more dull and faded. Now the authentic pair will have a sticker inside the box. Or not a sticker, but a stamp, a red stamp. And I know that they sometimes place this on the lid. I checked the authentic or the fake box. It's nowhere to be found. I checked the lid, nowhere to be found. They do on the fake box. It does have a quality control sticker, but the authentic pair does not have a quality control sticker on the lid or inside the box. All right, everybody. So that was your real versus fake comparison of the Air Jordan 1 Black Toe. That sold out pretty much instantly. I heard it online. It sold out within like 10 seconds or something like that. I don't know how true that is, but damn, that's crazy. I hope this video helped some of you guys out. If not, maybe you enjoy this type of content. I know back in the day, like on message boards, I used to, just read up on this stuff, the differences, just so I would know in the future. So hopefully this helps somebody out. If it helps one person out, then I'm thankful. I'm very happy. I know it did help the Yeezy. Some people it did help out. So it made me very happy and grateful, because that's what it's all about. It's all about helping each other and, just being, being good. Like that it is what it is. So leave a comment below if there was anything I missed. I highly doubt it, because I went over these. But if I did, leave it below. Definitely like talking with everybody. And if you have a request, let's say you want us to do, or me to do, a real versus fake on a pair of shoes, leave it in the comments below as well. I know on the agenda coming up we have the premium blue 12s. What else? True Blue 3 is going to do real versus fake. And I know I'm missing something else. I know the top three I want to do, because those are being replicated like crazy right now. And I'm probably going to hit up the chocolate 750 and maybe a few Yeezy stuff, and go from there. But as well, if you do have a comment, because I do get a lot of emails asking, if this website is real or fake, you can also leave it in the comments below. Like I know most of you guys already know the deal, like what sites are real or fake, but if you do have a question, and you just want to know about it, leave a comment. I'm here to help you guys. So again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.